the fireworks. Just a quiet night in the alley pally way, Mardle.
Oh, it's magnificent. I've got to say, Nathan Aspinall looks $1 million walking on down the walk-on. He looked like he didn't have a shred of nerve in his body, just full of adrenaline and just clearly can't wait to get up there and play. He's clearly happy with his form, as is Michael Smith, and that's why he probably feels like he can deal with this, because his form has been superb.
Rod Aspinall's just got to enjoy this, hasn't he?
Well, he obviously is going to find it hard to enjoy it unless he plays really well from the start. But all the games he's played, he's actually got better and better, and the best game of the tournament was yesterday. And coming off of that, he's got to feel that he can get into this game quickly. Now, Michael Smith's going to throw a lot of great legs, but he's also going to throw some sloppy ones. Aspinall has got to win them sloppy and then pick off a couple of nice ton-plus checkouts at the right time, and the set format could suit him.
Great atmosphere, great night of darts. Van Gogh and Anderson to come after this. Stuart Pike and John Part in commentary.
Well, thank you, Dave. Yes, we are very eager to get this going. This whole night promises to be a thriller, but I think this one in particular, it's not the big names, it's not the best two in the world, but it's a two with the most life-changing possibilities ahead of them, and that's where the excitement and tension comes in, Stuart.
Yeah, spot on, John. A spectacular entrance for both players. A spectacular start for Michael Smith, and for me, John, a feeling inside the Alexandra Palace tonight. There's just something special in the air.
Yeah, it's electric already. Of course, so much in anticipation of Wenger when it gets to Anderson.
140.
Everybody loves watching him play matches, but in a World Championship, it's the best of the best.
Well, Nathan Aspinall has proved that he can compete with the very best over the last fortnight. Michael Smith desperate to prove that he is the very best.
16.
And he's left tops after 12 in the semi-final. Don't forget, we're all talking about Nathan Aspinall, his first big experience of a World Championship semi-final, but ditto as well for Michael Smith. Can he settle his nerves?
Yeah, he'd like to start hitting that outer ring with some frequency, and he'd rate that as a pretty good hit of a double in the second dart. It wasn't a great marker, but he adjusted well.
57.
Michael Smith made a brilliant start against Luke Humphries, and in the end he just left the young man from Newbury too much to do. Luke Humphries, a star in the making for sure, but we've been saying that about Michael Smith for many, many years. Maybe over the next 48 hours or so he can prove it.
140.
He's in again. Well, that was unlucky. The deflection off the second dart, taking it into the single five, but trying to put the pressure early on here on young Aspinall's throw.
57.
And succeeding.
Yeah, and he had a little bit of luck with that deflection and didn't really capitalize on it. No big trebles. So Michael comes right back and gets the job he wanted to get done the last visit done there. Down to 62, and Michael Smith looking to win a
59.
quick, straight three-leg set. This would be set two, or leg two, which is the one against the throw. So
33 scored.
Yeah, 13 will leave double eight. Okay, double 10 then.
42.
Well, double 10 caused him a few problems against Luke Humphries. More than a few problems. 15 out of 46. But still averaged 103, John. And he was saying after match, wasn't he, Michael Smith, that if he's going to win this and perhaps win on New Year's Day, he's going to have to get a lot more darts like that. Brush up on the doubling, and I can win this. Michael Smith's words. 2 up in the blink of an eye.
134.
Well, he's basically 2 of 4 at double.
100.
With unpressured darts. Look at that average. The scoring is coming in heavily again today. Maybe even better than in the quarterfinal.
45.
Leg 1, 180. Leg 2, 180. Leg 3,
37.
180. And a right smile as he scores not very much.
Well, Nathan won't be able to get to a finish no matter what he gets, so Smith should be smiling. And the mood he's in, he wanted to take it out, I guess, because he wants to get that
85.
message delivered maybe as well. Win the match and win it in big style. Maybe that's his mission, so he feels like he can stand up to whoever does come out of that other semi-final.
For the set. Oh, he's hit. It's double six. Oh, what a fantastic set of darts. Did you blink? Did you miss it? Well, Nathan Aspinall did. 107 average for Michael Smith. And Nathan Aspinall has been put away and how in that opening set. He knows what he's got to do. Michael Smith putting... Michael Smith. 3 straight legs. 107 average. 42 darts to win a set in 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Says it all. 36 to go through to the final. To play, of course, Van Gerwen or Anderson coming up a little later on. But Aspinall, I've just got to stay calm, John Parr. All that's happened there is that Michael Smith held a set on throw, and that's what he has to tell himself.
Well, yeah, it's just a set. It's one set. It's first to 6. You can lose 5 of them and still win and get to the final. You have to be very practical when you think about it. And okay, so Michael's had a brilliant set. Now, if he does that set after set after set, then you need to be concerned. But as it stands now, you walk to the Aki and you start this set well yourself, and you try and give it right back.
Big leg for me. Huge leg for Nathan Aspinall, and he's responded.
125.
That's what you try and do. You try and just, okay, you took that 3-0, I'm going to take this 3-0, and then we'll see where we are.
100.
Well, looks very confident, doesn't he, Michael Smith? He's well aware that it's all
85.
opened up for him. He knows that he'll never have a better opportunity of reaching the final of a World Championship and possibly being crowned World Champion.
96.
Yes, a little bit of luck in the draw, being in that bottom half. And the biggest seed he's beaten, Big John Henderson. But to be fair, Michael Smith has swept away all the opponents that have been put before him. Mullenkamp, Henderson, Searle and Humphries, dropping only 5 sets
57.
en route to the semi-final.
Yeah, you can only do what you're given to do, so I guess he's fine as long as he keeps winning. As long as he wins this match, Michael Smith will be fine with the critics, right? But if you fail, that's all the more criticism you will get if you've had a quote-unquote easy kind of a draw, as it's worked out. It's not Smith's problem at all. He's just worried about winning the title.
58.
He's happy to. I'm always happier in the tournament if I get an easier match on paper than a hard one.
Brilliant. Oh, brilliant! He left a treble 19 for double 17. You don't see that very often. A leg one on double 17 with a 108 finish. But he knew exactly what he was doing. And no, it's a switch next door but one.
Yeah, kept it all in the same area. No big shifts across the board. And sometimes that's just a little easier.
Oh, that was a bit of a flyer. Nathan yet to have a dart and a double in this semi-final.
134.
Michael Smith doing his level best to make sure that that continues. 140 required.
140.
It's a great setup turn.
105. Nathan Ricard,
Leaves 80.
144.
So much pressure here. He is attacking the throw, but the problem is his leg was broken, so he has to break straight back. Could be 5 consecutive legs with this double top.
40. Nathan require 104.
Well, a chance he has to take. He's going to get a first dart and a double. Tops it is.
64. Michael require 40.
Well, you just feel that needed to go in for Nathan Aspinall. That was always going to go in for Michael Smith. 5 legs on the spin. Michael Smith, who started the tournament world number 10.
140.
Now up to world number 6. Could potentially be world number 2 if he's lifting a Sid Waddell trophy on New Year's
81.
Day. Well, we say he's still got to keep calm, Aspinall, hasn't he? He knows that his opponent's playing very, very well, playing much better than him, but
140.
Yeah, well, again, it's a very long format, and you just keep playing, and that's one of the things Nathan's done in this whole event. He's grinded out and stayed in games and been there at the end to win.
Well, that's sensational. Sensational timing to leave a ton. 4 180s now.
It can be a little alarming, though, with the pace of the game and how quickly legs and sets are going. That can be disturbing.
And again. And again. And brilliant. 6 straight. 11 sets, please. Michael Van Gerwen and Gary Anderson. That's what we'd like later on. Will be brilliant. Michael Smith has been brilliant. He's been outstanding. 6 straight legs here against Nathan Aspinall. Van Gerwen against Anderson to come, but Smith is just too good. It is a barrage of tungsten here at the Alexandra Palace. 4 minutes and 46 seconds to win the opening set. He was a bit lazy in the second set. 5 minutes and 2 seconds. At 9 minutes and 48 seconds of playing time. 6 legs, 2 sets later. And Michael Smith is playing
131.
with the aura of a man who believes he can win tonight and on New Year's Day.
He's making that case very strongly
91.
and probably deliberately. Doesn't want to squander this opportunity that he's been presented with, and now he's a third of the way to the final. He's 4 more sets.
We've got to carry on, hasn't he? We've got to carry on being focused. How difficult will that be to maintain this brilliant standard?
Absolutely difficult, because it could turn around just as quickly as he built up a lead. It could be 2-2. Because Nathan Aspinall, he throws fast as well, and if he clicks a few scores in and gets the legs for a set, it'll quite rapidly turn the other direction, and you have to be strong mentally to just sort of not panic.
We have a chance here, John, against the darts in the first leg of this third set. And Michael Smith
58.
has just taken his foot off the accelerator a little. He's had 2 visits without a big treble.
Unlucky to have not
65.
hit a treble 20 there. He gets half of the 130. And Michael come up with a huge shot. No, he missed the treble 19.
99.
So to win his first leg of the World Championship semi-final. Double 6 for Nathan Aspinall.
59. Michael Clark 60.
Yeah, when we saw Michael take out the 15-3 double 6 on the last 2 darts, much more fluid, wasn't it? Maybe Nathan too deliberate. The fluidity strikes the doubles. When you hover over it as a pace player, you're more likely to miss.
We'll leave them with 6 really poor darts from Michael Smith. He still managed to win
100.
that leg on throw. 7 consecutive legs now for Michael Smith.
93.
Here we go.
Yeah, pure whitewash in the making.
44 darts to win the second set. 42 darts to win the first set. And talking of first, that is a first maximum for Nathan Aspinall.
94.
Let's see a little bit of aggression, a little anger inside the young man as he's trying to get something going, and he's mad at himself not taking advantage in the first leg.
77. Nathan O'Connor, 125.
Definitely more emotion in Aspinall's throw right this moment in time.
Channel the aggression, channel the anger, make it a positive, John.
Oh, he is.
65.
Well, he does need to settle down and get that first leg, though. That's so hard sometimes, and especially the longer it is before you get it.
137. Nathan O'Connor, 60.
Well, the pressure's on, young Aspinall. Is this the moment? And that's going to make him feel a whole lot better. After 7 consecutive legs won by Michael Smith. Might just relax him as well, John.
I don't think he wants to relax.
100.
I think he wants to keep that aggression, the clowning around. You know, he wants to keep the focus, the need, the drive.
59.
It's a remarkable story, isn't it, Nathan Aspinall? 1 year off qualifying as a fully fledged accountant. Quit his job in March to give darts a real go as a professional. It got so bad. Well, let's just wait and see if he can get another maximum. And he can. Crucially, this one is against the darts. Now, this is the Nathan Aspinall we've seen for most of this tournament. But this is the Michael Smith that we've seen, and that was 60 on the floor. Yeah, I mean, just finished there, John. It got so bad for him in September.
56.
He went to play a Pro Tour weekend, told his partner before, if I don't do any good this weekend. Well, he is doing good, isn't he? 5 180s. Aspinall said, I'm going to quit as a professional and go back to work. I'll carry on playing the darts as a hobby. And what happened was, he won a Pro Tour event that weekend from absolutely nowhere. Smith for tops. Well, that's a fantastic hole after the Aspinall 180. That was ruthless. 5 for an 8 on tops, John.
Smith just
95.
He's got enough experience to realize you can't. He could easily think I can afford to lose a set, but you really can't, because that just starts a comeback. He wants to smother the comeback in its infancy here. Don't let Aspinall even be in a leg that could win him a set. Keep him at 1 leg per set at most.
But to think he was 24 hours from having to go back to work.
Well, I think a lot of us have been in similar circumstance. You get by the sort of wall you set for yourself, and you carry on. But if he hadn't put those terms to himself, would he have won? Probably not. So it's all about how you apply yourself and knowing the job you have to do and then getting it done.
Well, this would help. Just kissed the barrel, took it out of the treble. Well, that would help, but this will hurt.
And this for 3-0. 2 doubles? No, you need 1 first.
52.
Shakes his head because it wasn't a very good effort at that first double. Needs to get closer. He was just being careful there. Went right at it the second dart, and we've got a 5th leg of a set. But it's still Smith with the throw. So Aspinall's going to have to come up with something quite magical.
60.
Well, that's a helping hand. And 1 leg of darts here will change everything, John. It really will. Wow, that is bottled. That is brilliant. He's been in total control for 90% of this semi-final, Michael Smith. But if Aspinall can win this leg and this set against the darts, effectively we're back on track. And we didn't think we'd be saying that maybe even 3 or 4 minutes ago.
Just to leave a finish. No, not quite. Would have left him 164 with the maximum. So 6 darts from 187 to get the break of throw and set number 3. But this is a disastrous turn for him. Only 22 in the first 2 darts.
41.
Oh dear. Will that change everything? 5 180s we've had in this set alone.
And one right now would leave him double 12, but he's not doing that. He's doing enough damage,
100.
though.
Nathan,
Nathan really has to get this 146.
It's a massive moment in this semi-final, without a shadow of a doubt.
76, so treble 10, treble 18. He's
130.
left the double.
Michael Carr, 104.
Well, it's been a brilliant effort this from Aspinall. He's left double 8 after 12. And Michael Smith under pressure for the first time in the semi-final, and it showed just then. What a response from Aspinall.
Game showing the third set. Nathan Aspinall.
5 minutes ago, John, you would not believe that would happen. It just goes to show how quickly things can change. That was brilliant from Aspinall to respond.
Well, that was a 5-leg set, so it did take a little longer, but it's still a pretty quick turnaround. And now with the throw,
He's flying!
now with the throw, he has every chance, if he keeps that up, of getting back to 2-2 again.
Well, that was an angry Michael Smith throwing those 3 darts. This is a much more confident Nathan Aspinall.
140.
Yes, he's playing his game now. He's settled in now.
57. 140.
Different player. And there's the Aspinall clamp.
100. Nathan Urukai, 100.
Is Michael Smith. Is it human nature, Michael Smith?
60.
Just thinking, I threw to make it 3-0, and that would have put him away. It would enter the mind, surely.
I don't think it's that big a deal, but maybe. You know, he's just got to get on with it. You can make it 3-1. He's got the throw now, holds his throw. He'll get 2 more chances to break. He really shouldn't be panicking at this point. It's so early in the match still. It's a semi-final, World Championship semi-final. There's a lot to do.
Well, Smith is 8 out of 12. He really has brushed up on the doubles. There's 31 missed doubles against
85.
Luke Humphries. But somehow, that deciding leg of that 3rd set could just change everything.
140.
He averaged a 108 in the last set, 106, 105 is average in this one, Nathan Aspinall. When he was 2 sets down after losing 6 straight legs, John,
85.
he averaged 91.78. He's now around 98, which means that since that 2nd set, he's been up and around 106.
Michael Carr, 136.
Well, he's so far ahead here. This is just to get some comfort. Double 8. Oh, what a lovely outshot.
Michael Smith.
What a great leg of darts. That's kind of what he needed to settle himself down if he is feeling any kind of a nerve situation.
Back comes Aspinall. 4 180s in 5 legs of darts for Nathan Aspinall. Here comes Smith. Oh, it's wonderful.
96.
Just gets a treble, so maybe that's okay.
Well, Smith has hit 8 180s
134.
in 12 legs of darts, plus a little matter of 3 ton plus finishes.
You know, all those big finishes for Smith, that helps his average stay up as well. Not doing any damage to his average with his finishing today.
57.
Michael Smith is just having too many of those visits. In the first 2 sets when Aspinall blobbed, Smith punished him.
86.
Aspinall down to 52.
130.
But this 130 is still for a break. Needs that treble 20. And he won't have a fourth, not on this visit.
Nathan McGrath, 56.
Fourth high finish, that is.
Well, Aspinall hasn't been missing. Now this is another massive dart.
Game shot
Cool as you like,
Nathan Aspinall. Already smiling the field first.
This is adrenaline driving him forward.
140.
Are we going to have another thrilling deciding leg? Well, you can just see how things have changed there for Nathan Aspinall. As Michael Smith finds maximum number 9.
And it just proves it doesn't matter how well you play in the legs and sets you lose. It's what you do when you're winning.
Well, this is a brilliant World Championship semi-final.
96.
Smith 105.5, Aspinall nearly 100 average now. Well, they might have to change the board during the break.
85.
That treble 20 bed has been battered so much. Bullseye for Smith. There are a chance here for Aspinall
76.
to level it up. He isn't missing. He isn't missing. What a performance, what a comeback. What a night this is proving to be. Michael Smith through to go 3 sets to 0 up. Oh, Michael Smith, I'm sure, cannot believe how it's 2 sets apiece here. He won the first 7 legs, Michael Smith. Nathan Aspinall has won 6 out of the last 8. And that's why it is 2 sets apiece in a race to 6 to go through to the World Championship final. And still to come, Michael van Gerwen against Gary Anderson. This has been fabulous. We've had 14 180s and we've only had 15 legs of darts.
First leg is Michael in the first. Game on.
Yep. Aspinall certainly has raised his game to nearly match Smith's scoring, and he's ahead in a couple of categories, but you know, he's done well to come back. It still isn't out of the woods of it being a lopsided result, though. We're not even halfway. Smith gets rolling again. He can still make it 6-2 even. So that's why the odds are, he's still a bit of an underdog there, Aspinall. He's done well lately, but
100.
he's keeping himself in the match. And that's the main thing for him. I mean, he doesn't care what our perspective is. His perspective is he's back in the match. He was behind it. The first job now is to try and get ahead by the set.
This is autopilot at the Ali Pali from Nathan Aspinall. Well, I don't know whether you put it down to just pure nerves or whatever. But he's about to become a leader in the semi-final for the first time. Michael Smith cannot believe what's going on with 104 average.
Game shot on
11 dart break of throw and Aspinall hits the front.
Game on.
John, this is just astonishing.
Yeah, after 2 sets he was averaging just over 90. His average now in the match 101.
100.
Yeah, 91.78 when he was 2 sets down. Well, Smith just got to refocus. 17 180s. This is the 17th leg of darts.
16.
Well, I got to hit back Michael Smith.
$95.
But he's done very little wrong. He threw to go 3 sets up.
140.
And that's the only thing that he has really done wrong. He didn't take advantage of throwing for the set.
129.
Well, in retrospect, it seems a rather big thing, because that would change everything. It would have done it. Just would have deflated Nathan right then and there.
Well, he's averaged nearly 105, 64% on the doubles, 10 180s, and at the moment he's losing. He's level now.
Second leg, Michael Smith. Third leg is Michael who threw first. Game on.
A break straight back. That's a good remedy for what's ailing you.
$100.
Well, he hit 15 from 46, Michael Smith, against Luke Humphries. His finishing's been brilliant. His scoring's been brilliant, but he's only level
140.
against an inspired young man from Stockport, who was
140.
as a total outsider coming into the tournament. The sponsors, by the way, the World Championship sponsors have 6 bets in total. In total,
16.
all around the country, all around the Europe, all around the world, on Nathan Aspinall at 500 to 1.
91.
I'm sure they'll have had a few more on Michael Smith.
Well, that's a certainty. And all those bets are still alive.
100. Michael Crow,
Been-
170.
I'm sure there's many hundreds of thousands of people watching who won't have heard of Nathan Aspinall, but they've heard of Michael Smith.
140.
Well, I think his look of surprise summed it all up. Even Nathan Aspinall managing a bit of a giggle. He was nowhere near the ball.
Well, maybe he just sort of had second thoughts halfway through as Nathan not on a finish, and that can mess up your throw.
88. Michael Crow, 30.
Straight for it.
Game shot on the third leg.
That make him feel a whole lot better.
Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Michael's little boy, Michael Jr.
100.
Michael Smith gets married on the 5th of January, a week on Saturday. He's adamant that World Championship trophy is going to be the centrepiece at the wedding breakfast.
40.
We shall see. He has some work to do. But Aspinall is inspired, John.
140.
As simple as.
Well, you know, he's playing darts. He's up there with that freedom. Now he's back in the match. He can just go toe-to-toe. Somebody he knows fairly well and play a game of darts. And that's pretty dangerous for Michael Smith right now. There's a comfort level here.
100.
And you don't want your opponent to feel comfortable playing you.
Yeah, but you're going to be inspired, aren't you? It's a World Championship semi-final, for goodness sake. As Michael Smith hits 180, number 11.
But the longer the game goes to it, the more it is just that game between the two of them up there. The more they invest in it, the more they want out of it.
129.
Yeah, Smith comes with a 180 and Aspinall responds to leave double 16.
100.
Aspinall 7 out of 12
32.
on the doubles. Well, he's 8 out of 13, 62%. And we're at that crucial moment again.
Game on.
Another last leg decider.
And a good open from Michael Smith. And then we see their averages in this set. And it's Aspinall with almost 110.
140.
104. And they're both 140 points in.
Well, that won't help Michael Smith. And you just feel
134.
that Smith has to respond here because the pressure is on Michael Smith, not on his opponent.
134.
Well, blow for blow, blow for blow. in an absolutely crucial leg of this semi-final.
134.
Well, each player has hit 2 big trebles in every visit.
Still.
Well, that's astonishing. I don't know where this has come from Nathan Aspinall. It's just inspired. But what about this from Michael Smith? Huge! Huge dart! Well, that celebration says it all. Nathan Aspinall threw everything at him. He's left 47 after 9. And Michael Smith, wow, what a performance. Great respect from both of them. They are giving us a 47 after 9 darts. Aspinall averaged nearly 115 in that set and lost it. That's how good this match has been. We've had 20 legs of darts, we've had 19 180s, and we've had some terrific mutual respect between 2 tungsten gladiators who are giving it their absolute everything as they chase their dream of the World Championship final. And Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson still to come. What a game, John Park. There's Nathan Aspinall's partner Kirsty.
And a lot more yet to come in it, so don't go anywhere. This has been a real battle. After Smith rolled out 2 quick sets to start the match, ever since, it's been absolute war.
Well, Aspinall's radar
140.
since the start of the 3rd set has been terrific. Smith hasn't been
100.
too much behind, but let's give credit to Michael Smith for the way that he held it together, because don't forget he lost the opening leg of that last set, John, against the darts.
100.
Well, he had that double 9 last dart in hand to deny Nathan a chance at the 47.
100. Nathan required 58.
Yep, and for another 11 darter. It's a perfect marker.
Game show in the first
12 will
leg.
do.
Nathan Aspinall, second leg is Michael to throw first. Game on.
21 80s in this match.
100.
821 in the tournament so far.
134.
You must know, John, what it's like to be in that absolute zone.
140.
The zone that these 2 players appear to be in when they're just not missing.
And it helps when your opponent is also, as you say, they're both in that zone. And it helps sustain it, because you just have that focus that you need to have to do it every time, so you don't lose the focus. And that's why we have a brilliant match on our hands. They're feeding each other's focus.
Yeah. But Aspinall's accuracy on the treble 20 and the treble 19 when he goes down is unerring.
47 after 9 again. That's how we ended up sitting without a chance at the end of the last set.
John, hands up how many people expected that Nathan Aspinall would play this well in this sort of a game on this sort of occasion. Not many, certainly not me. I take my hat off to him. This is absolutely sensational.
31.
But there is an unforced error, and one that can be punished with a treble 19 and a tops. Double 10. Big moment there for Michael Smith.
Michael Smith, third leg is Nathan to throw first. Game on.
Holds his throw. Maybe, just maybe, some doubt might creep in, but not showing it.
140.
Well, look at that, John.
Yeah, we see Smith way ahead in the 100 plus, but 140 plus, that's the key there. That's a 19 to 14. That's a big stat there in favor of Nathan Aspinall. Smith just ahead on the 180s, 11 to 10. What an amazing amount of 180s in a match. After only 22 legs played, this is the 23rd.
97.
With a winner. Go through to the world final, of course. They're both guaranteed a £100,000 for reaching the semi-final. That doubles a guarantee of £200,000 for getting through to a World Championship final. But it's all about the glory. It's all about the winning.
136, Michael Carr 164.
Both averaging 105.
64, Nathan O'Connor 28.
It's double 14. He's down a set. He can't afford to be broken. He gets it.
The third leg, Nathan Aspinall. Fourth leg is Michael through first. Game on.
It takes special players to be able to perform like this, John, in the biggest match of their lives on the biggest stage of them all.
96.
And boy, are they doing this, because after the first 10 minutes of playing time, when Michael Smith led 2-0, we could scarcely believe this would happen.
Well, there's 2 points where you really feel the occasion of it. That's the start of the match. Nathan got through that. Now there's a long period of middle match where they're playing the actual game now. Where we're going to see the occasion get to them again, both of them probably, is at the end of the match.
91.
To get over across the line or to save the match or whatever. Then we'll see the questionable nervy darts.
57.
But for now, we'll just sit back and enjoy the display of top-level performance, because they are just into throwing right now.
134.
Just a wonderful watch. 11 darters, 12 darters, 13 darters.
36.
Every leg, it seems.
Game shot on the fourth leg. Michael Smith.
So another of those big moments, John Park.
Yeah, we love leg 5. Always an entertaining watch, no matter what the standard is in the leg.
Well, he's done it again. The amount of times that they both come down and hit the 2 treble 19s. Advantage Aspinall to make it 3 sets all. How inspired he is. Nathan Aspinall is riding the Ali Pali roller coaster.
100.
Just slowed down a bit on the approach to the Aki and got the first one in, and a really good focused 140 to leave 127. So at worst, Smith gets down level with him.
140, Nathan O'Connor 127.
Aspinall favourite for 3 sets all. Wow, fantastic on that treble 19. Not so far away from the ball.
164.
This would be miraculous.
Yeah, he'll be pretty disappointed he couldn't follow there.
It was,
most of that
was
treble
sitting up
there.
nicely.
Yeah.
25.
For 3 sets all then. He was never going to miss, was he? Never, ever was Nathan Aspinall going to miss that dart. 104 average after 6 sets, and we cannot separate them.
180.
That's 22 180s. 26 legs of darts. Well, the last World Championship 9-darter we saw was in the semi-final, 2016, Anderson against Klassen.
Well, it could be Anderson hitting a 9-darter in a semi-final against the Dutchman again tonight. Just Michael van Gerwen happens to be the best dart player in the world. And you need it more with him, I guess. So, and I think Michael might have the idea of doing it as well.
101, Michael Require
Well,
41.
It's been spellbinding.
Game
And
shot the
another
first
11
leg.
data,
Michael Smith.
just to add to the
Second
list.
is Nathan to throw first.
Keep it going,
Come on.
boys. Carry on.
60.
He
140.
attacks that trebleless turn of Aspinall well. Smith looking to quickly get ahead by a set again.
41.
Would love to get a 3-0 scoreline inside of this 7th set. It's his to do that now. 219 ahead.
100.
For Smith averaging 145 in this set.
Is that all?
141.
The fact he's now averaging 144.30 in this set, Michael Smith. He's hit an 11 darter to win the opening leg.
Yeah. So if he hits the double first dart, his average will go down.
Might be the
Yeah.
40.
His average is going down on this turn.
This is for a 10 darter.
30.
And if this could be
Nathan Ricard,
ridiculous.
160.
If this 160 goes, what a moment.
$96, Michael required 10. Game shown the second leg, Michael Smith. Third leg is Michael to throw first. Game on.
World Championship warriors both. They deserve so much respect for what they're doing.
140.
Well, looking very much like Michael Smith. We'll go on and take this 3-0. There'll be a break in
43.
play after this, and maybe it'd be good for Nathan Aspinall to catch his breath a bit, regroup after the way this set's gone down. Because he'll have to throw in the next set, and he
57.
wants to make sure he's right on then. We see those astounding averages. Not so much for Smith, but for Nathan
96.
Aspinall, 102. And we're in the 7th set of play. His best standard he's had in the World Championship so far.
Yeah. He averaged
100.
nigh on 100 in beating Brendan Dolan in the quarterfinals. Nathan?
96. Michael Powell, 126. $58.
Well, a little bit in hand. But Aspinall can make a big dent.
Well, yeah, he's not just going to be happy to walk off the stage at a break. He wants to
100.
maybe
Michael
keep it
Powell,
alive here.
68.
This man's finishing has been very good. It's tops.
28. Nathan, you require 100.
Went for the double-double.
80.
Only got
Michael
one of them.
Powell, 40. Nathan, you
Touch of the collie wobbles. 4 missed darts for the set.
Yeah, and Nathan takes this double 10 or double 5. Now he has the throw. So this could create a very nervy 5th leg if he has a good throw here.
Well, he was nigh on 200 points ahead there, Michael Smith.
And there's some Smith head shaking, muttering, displeasure. Can he keep it together? Can he regroup and attack the throw here in this leg? He's channeled his anger better in this World Championship. He's attacked. He's used it positively. He has to right in this leg. Don't let it go to the 5th leg.
And the first time that we've seen Michael Smith really hit out on the doubles under a bit of pressure.
40.
Yeah, 2 big trebles his first visit. Wants to get the same again.
96.
He has taken the lead, though. He had. Effectively, though, Smith, if he can do 2-8-6 and 6, nothing Aspinall can do.
96.
Well, the treble 19 here is coming to his aid. Perhaps a little worrying for Smith, maybe, that his first dart is just dipping below that.
Yeah, he's having to get down to those 19s too often. And that becomes an issue. Then you start doubting where you go the first dart.
133.
Well, how on earth did Nathan Aspinall find 2 darts there into the treble 19?
He left 1-3-2 as well.
100.
Always love that. I don't know a darn player that doesn't love this outshot. Well, I don't think that was anywhere in the 25 or bull in any case. Maybe just above, well off that wire between the 20 and the 25. But more towards the 20 side, so
45.
Smith was always going to get this bounce or not, his chance.
20 for the bull. Bullseye for the set. Well, you miss 4 darts for the set, and then you respond like that. More emotion from Michael Smith. We are watching one of the best World Championship semi-finals. That deciding leg in the 5th set may prove to be possibly one of the best sets that we've seen in World Championship history. I don't know. Smith 140, Aspinall replies in kind. Smith 134, 134 Aspinall, 134 from Smith, 180 from Aspinall. Aspinall on 47 after 9, and Smith takes out 93 on double 9 with the last dart.
It's what you would hope for, what you expect out of this. It's a World Championship semi-final, and it's being hotly contested, and we're enjoying every minute of it. But now we're at a point in the match where the finish line is coming into view for Michael Smith. 2 sets away, and he can really dig in and make a dash for it if he can, and leave Nathan Aspinall in his dust. That'll be his plan. And Nathan, on the other hand, he just needs a set to level back up again. So a very important set right here. This is a huge set.
We'll talk about how relentless they've been on the treble 20 as Nathan Aspinall hits an elite 180. But their cover shots on the treble 19, both of them, have been
83. Nathan
magnificent.
61.
Well, he got the first, couldn't get the second treble.
But that 180 was magnificent. Bottled courage, it kept him in the leg.
But this is more magnificent. Double 12 if he gets it. Would have been for the break and throw, and Nathan, he's kind of didn't like the looks of that. He's still got a job to do. It's no gimme, this one. He's got 1 dart for tops. He gets it coolly. Gotta like that.
Michael Smith was looking away. He was hoping he'd get another shot. But instead he just hit a 15th 180. The great effort at 144, and that was to break the throw. And back comes Aspinall just because he can. 27 180s.
And Michael blinks.
100.
In this little game of who can hit the 9-dart leg, as does Aspinall. But more importantly, he's attacking the throw of Smith. Wants to get a treble.
58.
Doesn't even get one, so Smith opens the gap up. And now he's running away.
140.
Down to 81 after 9.
$96. Might require 81.
Number 13.
Game
Well,
shot on the second
superb. A
leg.
12-darter this time
Third
from
leg
Michael
is
Smith.
going first.
The
Game
81
on.
finish. 105 average in a World Championship semi-final. Aspinall averaging 101.
140.
And Aspinall refusing to blink on his throw. But Smith attacking perfectly. What a leg this is.
Well, the record, John, the record for a World Championship semi-final, 180s, 31 cross against Van Gerwen last year. The record for a player, 16 by Van Gerwen last year.
134.
We've had 28, and Smith has already hit 16.
So he's in a position to get the record all by himself, at least for a few
59.
hours. Because Van Gerwen or Anderson could better it later tonight. And that just might happen. That wouldn't surprise me
57.
one bit.
Oh, missed opportunity. Missed opportunity in a leg where he's trying to break through.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, this set's so pivotal. It's either
Jersey
5-3
six,
for Smith and he's
Michael
one set away,
130.
or we're back level at 4-4.
He needs a
Game
magnificent
shot on the
ball.
third leg.
Wow,
Michael
a fourth ton plus finish.
Fourth leg, he's
And not
smiling
an acknowledgement
in
from
reverse.
his opponent, Nathan Aspinall. Is that a crucial blow that's just been dealt by Michael Smith?
Game on.
Well, it is, because if he holds his throw here, he'll have the advantage of throw in the next set, which could be the final set of the match.
96.
Well, the semi-final just keeps on giving.
46.
Is Nathan Aspinall running out of steam?
134.
Or can he find something special yet again?
Yeah, he's just starting
100.
to have his head get in the way of his stroke, physically being affected by his thoughts and trying too hard.
101.
Just needs to calm himself a bit. This is
we
a
haven't-
good visit.
We haven't had a 9-darter and we haven't had a 170 finish. That's about the only things we haven't had.
Well, he didn't really need it, and he's left double 18.
Brilliant. Will that 130
65,
finish
Michael
on the ball
Grant,
from
36.
Michael Smith just change everything?
Game shot on the
Another
end flag.
crucial double
Michael
nine.
Smith.
He's aimed for double nine 3 times and he's hit it 3 times, and Michael Smith is 1 set away.
Darts and sport is just odd because sometimes something becomes clear and you become happy with what you're doing. Both these guys are happy with playing each other. The way that the pace is favouring the pair of them. Michael Smith is just that little bit better right now. Nathan Aspinall, win or lose this game, wow, what a tournament.
All right, let's get back into it. Michael Smith needs just one more set. Let's hand you back over to your commentary team.
Well, John Part knows what it takes to win a World Championship semi-final. He's won 4. He's won all 4 he's played. And you were talking earlier, John, about the stages of a game like this. And now we're in that final stage for Michael Smith. Can he finish it?
I think so. You know, I'm seeing right
Not
now,
set first,
reflecting
Michael
there as
Blue
Wayne
first.
was making a lot of
Game
good
on.
points, and that this is reminding me a lot of Michael Smith's quarterfinal with Luke Humphries. He came out really well. He really was impressive, looked unstoppable. There was a good fight back, a really quality fight back for a period of time, but then he pulled away at the end, and this is starting to look just like that. This could be over very quickly, 6-3, if he gets one break of throw at some point, especially if it's his first leg.
54.
But he's
Well,
going to...
not this first leg, sorry. He's got to hold the throw.
Yeah, but he's going to start feeling the pressure. He really is, and especially now as Aspinall hits a 180 against the darts. This is not over. It's always the most difficult set to win. And maybe that last little break came at the wrong time for Michael Smith.
Yeah, too much time to think about it. This is exactly what I was referring to a couple of sets ago. This is when the moment, the occasion where you are. This is when all those things start to creep in your mind and interfere with your game. Maybe in rare occasions help your game.
140.
Well, that's his 23rd. But that was a fantastic shot. But look at treble 14, double 16 for Aspinall.
96. Mike requires 73.
Well, they gave it every chance right on the wire of that double 16. Terrific effort, and Michael just has to compose himself. He's feeling it. Double 8.
Game shot.
What a dart. What a dart.
Second leg is made.
And Nathan Aspinall continues to throw everything at Michael Smith. And Michael Smith continues to hold firm. It's like he's putting up a tungsten shield all around him.
Well, he looks under duress. He looks like he's the one that's 5-3 down to me, but he really held himself together well, that third dart, to get that double 8, because I don't think that first effort was much help.
Well, Smith has won the last 4 legs. Aspinall broke Smith. But 4 consecutive legs on the spin here for Michael.
Michael's fighting all of his emotions right now as he's 2 legs away from the World Championship final. He's just trying to just throw, but he can't. His mind is racing.
Here we go again.
140.
29 maximums. Look at that from Michael Smith, those winning legs.
140.
105 he still averages. That's been his average throughout this match. Aspinall around 101. Now both these boys need to take a bow, a big bow at the end of this match. Whoever wins.
43.
It isn't over just yet.
126.
Now, Smith was hoping to put pressure on and leave a finish, but not a bigger finish as that.
58. Michael Carl 161.
4-ton plus finishes already for Smith.
100.
And a big third dart there. Some real pressure on this. This is almost like have to hit it. Double 4. Double 4. No.
64. Michael requires 61.
Well, is this the moment for Michael Smith to strike a huge blow? He hasn't missed double 9. 4 out of 4 on double 9. And Michael Smith is now throwing for a place in the World Championship final. Nathan Aspinall can't believe it. He's had his chances, but it's 5 consecutive legs here for Smith. But this may be the most difficult one of all.
He's trying to dig deep. He's giving everything he has left. He's given so much already. It's unfair to ask more of him.
Can he set the record? He can. He can. This is majestic. This is magnificent from Michael Smith. 17 180s. An individual record in a World Championship semi-final. Nathan Aspinall has come of age.
121.
Nathan Aspinall said it was life-changing. But it could yet be for Michael Smith. He needs tops for a magnificent 121. He can't believe it. You better believe it, Michael Smith. You played the match of your life, and you are in the World Championship final. 105 average, 17 180s, 5-ton plus finishes. Michael Smith took absolutely everything that Nathan Aspinall threw at him. Aspinall was brilliant, he really was. Smith was magnificent, and it's Smith who goes through to the final on New Year's Day, and he heads straight for his family. There's Wagner, his fiancée, and Michael Jr., his son. A World Championship final on New Year's Day to look forward to. He was brilliant. Gary Anderson and Michael Wagner.